Hi guys, welcome back to my welcome back to my room. Welcome back to my space. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome guys. I'm so glad that you decided to click and watch this. Welcome. And before I get into today's video, say my most favorite line with me. Will you come in, sit down? Because this is a safe space. It indeed is a safe space. I'm just loving Cape Town's weather. I almost said PE. I don't know why. Loving Cape Town's weather. It's like so warm and so nice. And please don't be jealous. Please like high five me in the comment section because I was trying out braids. So I did this myself, and I mean, these are not bad for a first time braider, I think. Is that even a word, braider? Anyway, um, I promise you, I know I said this the last time on my previous video, and then it ended up being 15 minutes, but I promise you, this is not going to be a very long video. It's max, it's going to be 5 minutes. So I just thought I should just drop in and like, should I say encouragement? Maybe that's going to be part of my vocab for this channel. Like every time I pop in, I'm like, encouragement. I'm lying. But anyway, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I thought I should just like drop in because it's been a minute since I dropped a video. So I thought I should drop in and just like encourage someone. If not encourage, just like remind someone. So my friends know. Okay, don't think I was yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so I decided to take a break from my socials, but not YouTube. It's just Instagram and WhatsApp. So it's been a week right now without any of those, and honestly, I just feel like I'm forced to face the things that I don't want to face. I'm forced to like deal with my thoughts. I'm forced to deal with my thoughts and to just like, yeah, sit with my feelings and emotions and my thoughts, and or like I'm contemplating having conversations with a few people that I'm supposed to have like serious conversations with, and like this week has just been like, yeah, me having to deal with that. But then as I was sitting one of the past days, guys forgive my English, eh? Anyway, as I was like sitting and like going through my Bible and thinking and reading my devotional and worshiping and stuff, I thought of something that almost, well, it had me in the pits. I don't want to lie. So I thought about like isolation, and I really wanted to do like a detailed video on isolation, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get this out. Let me just take this video, because I think on the last video I told you guys that I tend to want to get everything right, which ends up with me not posting anything, because I realize that everything is never going to be perfect. It's never going to be good. So if I want to look good or whatever, and I want to study and do this, then I will never take the video. So I thought that let me just take this video right now. So I was just thinking about how a few years ago, I think it was about when I was back home, I think 20 I moved to Cape Town October 2021. So from September, like prior me moving here. Um, I remember how I always used to think, yeah, I'm being very open right now. I'm being very open and vulnerable, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I think someone has to hear this. So I remember how when I was back at home, I was convinced that my family hated me. I was convinced that they hate me, and I was convinced that I was really convinced by no, these people hate me, and I don't know, like I never saw my place at home, and uh, I remember like a lot of times you can ask my brother, you can literally ask anyone right now. Like most of the time, I used to just chill in my room, convinced that they hate me, and I think that kind of made that created a space in my heart where I was just like, okay, fine, they hate me. I like every time I sit in my room, I could hear them laughing, having conversations at dining room, and I'd be like, oh, don't like them. I really don't like them. Like, I know that they hate me, but guess what? I dislike all of you. Yeah. What does Michael Todd call it? Hot, open, and transparent. Yeah, this is like my hot minute right now. So every time I'll just be at home and just sit in my room. Anyone who knows me knows that I journal a lot, I write a lot. So I would like take out my journal, and I would start writing about how I feel out of place, and like I used to. I think that's when I that's when my mental issues I think started, because I remember how out of place I felt at home, and I was convinced that they hate me, especially like after having my kids, my first and second kid. Listen here, my family is everything. They are a gift from heaven. Like, okay, I'm getting somewhere with this. So I was like, they surely they hate me because I mean, look at me. I have two kids. I have nothing to show for myself. Yeah. But then I'm only starting to realize that it was part of the enemy's plan to for me to isolate myself so that I do not feel, or I don't know how to explain it, but okay, this is how I believe the enemy works, Name. He wants to have you in isolation by yourself, where you have all of these thoughts that I'm not enough, I don't belong, people hate me, um, like, what am I doing here? And I think isolation really like breeds. I hope I'm using the right word. It it breeds or births like depression and sadness, and your mind starts being open to things that aren't even true. Now you want to start doing things to suppress or go against how you feel. I really don't know how to explain that. I really hope you understand, whoever's watching this. Oh boy, I'm going to 10 minutes and it was supposed to be 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. So I was just basically sitting and thinking about how then I was convinced that my family hated me. And then, like, part of the enemy's plan is to have me in this corner where I feel like I'm by myself and no one likes me and no one is coming to save me or whatever, so that I go deeper in depress depressing or depressive thoughts. I don't know if depressive is a word, but like depressing thoughts. And then I start reaching out to people who I think have um good intentions for me in their hearts, which is I have all of this which was given to me by my God gave me like a very loving and supportive family who would literally do anything for me. They love me. And I was wrong for saying that or even thinking, but I guess those were not my thoughts. But then God gave me this family that loves me, that will go to the ends of the earth for me. But then because my mind was so clustered and so clouded by negativity that comes from usatana or nonsendana, those thoughts come from him, and I was like, these people hate me, they could never. And also I think it comes from the fact that maybe I never really liked myself to begin with, because I was disappointed in myself, thinking, how could you, you know? So it's all these thoughts. A lot of times it's the enemy, but sometimes it's also ourselves, how we just condemn ourselves, how we just judge ourselves. And yeah, so I guess the point I'm trying to make is we need community. Yeah, it took me 11 minutes, and we now going 12 to come to my point that we need community. I mean, it's okay to want to break from people, to want to break from socials, to want to, it's okay to take a break for yourself. That's what I'm here for. It is okay to take a break and just focus on yourself, focus on everything that means everything to you. Yeah, I'm sorry, sometimes my English just, you know, but it's okay to take a break. But I just pray that we recognize when the enemy tries to get in our heads and he starts speaking trash to us. And you will know that it's the enemy when you start having thoughts that make you feel crappy. That's it, that's him. And I hope that we recognize his patterns. And yeah, I think the whole point for this video was to just allow ourselves to take time away from people, but like don't isolate yourself to a point where you just feel all crappy. Because trust me, the enemy will use that time when you isolate yourself and you just feel crappy about yourself and you feel like you're not doing enough and all of that. He will use that time to just feed your mind with more crappy thoughts, with more trash, until you feel like trash, and then you isolate yourself from people, and then you're going in deeper in the pit of hell. Because that's where he wants us. Ultimately, he wants us to feel like crap. He wants us to feel like we're not worthy or deserving of all nice things. He wants us to basically just that's what he wants for us. So I'm just hoping and praying that we have like a community of people around us who recognize when you start going a bit, and then they bring you back, like, yo, we got you. And I really pray that you find a circle of people, family, friends, housemates, a partner, that will recognize when you're starting to go, and they literally pray you back to life, pray you back to the right path and all of that. So yeah, I'm so sorry. It wasn't supposed to be 15 minutes. I promise you. It was supposed to be 5, not 15. But anyway, thank you so much for taking time out to just listen to me. And I hope that this was a word for someone. And I have like 2 or 3 scriptures that I will put in my description box and description what. So please read that, and please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all of those things. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing weekend and all of that. Thank you so much. Bye.